नमस्ते, नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मेरा नाम गौतम भारती है and I'm a student of second year. IIM Bodhgaya. I'm doing MBA and I major in marketing and I minor in strategy and I don't like minor in case you are going to post a complaint of me. So we are thinking of talking for 10 minutes straight for my YouTube video where I'm going to start a series where I will talk for 10 minutes straight every single day at different places, and I'm thinking of incorporating my bean bag in the places where I'm going to shoot my video, and they are going to be long, they might be boring, they might not sound like something inspiring or motivating to you, and I really don't care about that much. What I'm doing right now is that I want to speak English first of all for 10 minutes straight. So in case if I'm talking to someone who doesn't speak English, I can have conversations with him properly without sounding like an amateur who doesn't know how to talk to them. I want to increase my communication skills because the professor who took my presentation of my summer internship told me that I have poor communication skills. I know what I want to tell you, but I don't know how to tell you, and that's a problem that many of us suffers. So in this journey where I am teaching myself to communicate better, I am thinking of spreading the knowledge that I am gaining in this journey with each and every one of you who is going to watch this video. See, first of all, why I am trying to increase my confidence in English rather than any other languages. First of all, English is one of the most prominent languages that many cultures speak. Not most of them, but many. I can give you a little example. I am not promoting English. I am not telling that any other languages is not better than English or are lesser than English. I'm just telling that there is this thing that if a man from Kerala wants to speak with a man from Rajasthan, they can't converse in Marwadi or in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, like whatever the other languages, or Hindi. But in case if both of them knows how to speak English, they can converse easily, even if it's not up to a very expert level. So yeah, that was one example that I used to give in my 8th class speech. So okay, so yeah, as far you can see that I have been speaking for 3 minutes and my English is not that good. I mean, I am speaking in English, but yeah, it's not that good. In case someone was listening to me, he would have to hear me twice. Okay, so going further, why I am doing it in my room? Why I'm not incorporating other people or other environment, and why am I speaking to myself only in this camera? See, this is a very bad habit that I have. I speak a lot, not a lot. I speak in a very monotonous tone. No, not a monotonous tone. I speak in monologues. When I start speaking, I keep speaking. That's one thing that I have. So, is that a problem? Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. If I'm with my friends and I'm speaking a monologue, it's fine. If I'm with some stranger who has not talked to me like ever, then I think it might become a problem because monologues doesn't work all the time. One way communication is not a thing that you should put focus on. You should always go for a two-way communication. What is two-way communication? What is one-way communication? Let me give you an example of one-way communication. Whenever you see an advertisement of that on a TV, so they are telling you about a product, any brand, any company, they are telling you about a product, their services, and they are talking to you that this is my product, please use it and all and everything. But you can't respond to them on the TV, right? If you speak in front of the TV, are they gonna hear you? No, they are not. And that's one-way communication. What is two-way communication? So when you are sitting in a classroom When you're talking to your friend and you say something, then hello, how are you? Myself, Gautam Bharti. And he says, hi Gautam, how are you? I'm good. My name is Anshuman. That's two-way communication. And if we go further deep into that, two-way communication happens when the person in front of you understands what you are speaking. Let's say if you are just rambling monologues, right, like I am doing right now, there is this crucial fact that you might miss, that is the person in front of you understanding what you are trying to say. See, in our minds, whenever we speak, we understand that whole concept what we are trying to speak. Let's say if I'm telling you a story, so I have lived that, so I know what is going to happen next and what has happened before and what is happening right now in that story. But am I able to communicate to my audience? Am I able to tell the exact things, the exact meaning, where they are also able to understand what happened in the story? The great storytellers always listen more rather than speaking. They invite questions. They ignite emotions in their audiences. So if you're trying to communicate something to someone else, think of it, would he or she understand what you are speaking in your language? Or in his own language, or in her own language, or in their own language? Yeah. I support everyone, so yeah, that's why I said. Going further into this topic, communication. I always liked listening to stories. In you, if you remember Balti Boy, and there was this series of Balti Boy where they used to tell stories in different different cultures. I used to like that a lot. I used to like Sinchan a lot. I still like Sinchan. Krish and Trish and Balti Boy, and they used to tell a lot of good stories. And if you listen to their stories, you will find that they take a pause in their stories so that their audience is understanding what is happening. They are so simple and so easy to understand. Even though their plot is quite complicated, but they are so easy to understand what is happening. So even if you are telling a very simple thing in your mind to someone else, this might come up as an issue that they are not understanding anything. It has happened to me a lot. I go into monologues when I am talking to someone, and when the conversation ends, I get to know that they didn't understand anything that I said at all. And that is very demotivating for me to speak more. So, did I just spend the last 10 minutes of my life wasting talking something that nobody understood? I regret that waste of time. That's why I think a lot. You know, when comedians speak, they have to think instantly, like in the spur of moment, what to say. Like, you know, in your childhood, or even sometimes when you're talking to someone and then you go home and you think, maybe I could have said this, maybe I could have told this. So you see, there is this gap of 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour when you realize what you should have told or said. If you could shorten that gap to 1 hour, that 1 hour gap to 1 minute, half minute, then 10 seconds, then 5 seconds, then 1 second, then bro or sister, you, or whatever gender you are, sex, not sex, gender you are, you can speak like a very good storyteller, a person who can communicate very much better. If you can think in that 1 second gap, what should I say, so that you don't regret what you told or what you said. See, my grammar is not that good, but if I am able to tell you what I'm trying to tell you in a very normal or simple words, then that is what I call good communication. But that doesn't mean that communication has this fixed definition. So anyways, I'll see you in the next episode where I'll be sitting in some place else with someone else. I don't know. But yeah, you will get a different frame for this. Anyways, sayonara, take care. I love you. Did that ignite something in you? No, right? Because you don't know me. Watch the second episode. You'll get to know me. Bye bye. Bye bye.